Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to use random.choices function in Python and PySpark. So in our previous video, we saw how to use random.choice function. So in this video, first we'll see what is the difference between choice and choices. So first we'll take help, we'll try to run help on random.choice. So if you run this help function, it will give you the information about random.choice. See choice and inside that we need to mention the sequence method of random instance. It telling that choose a random element from a non-empty sequence. So this non-empty sequence means it can be either list, tuple, or dictionary. Okay, so only this much information it is giving from help. And parallelly, I'm trying to get help from random.choices. So here it telling, it giving us the syntax, choices, and this population. Population means this sequence. So this can be either tuple or list or dictionary. And these are all optional. You can mention this either weights default you can give none, or you can give here some list of elements by mentioning weightage of each element of our input. So similarly, you can mention k equal to 1. So, so how many a list of population elements you need in return? If you mention 1, it will give you output as one element, one list of element. Suppose if you give 5, it will give you 5 elements in the list. Okay. So first we'll import our random function. So first I will try to explain how to use choice function. So I have one list of elements, string elements, and I'm using random.choice function on this variable. That means list of elements. So what it giving is it randomly selecting any one of the element from this list of elements. So first time it selected dog. And if you run one more time, it will give you some other element. Run one more time. See now this time it giving tiger. And if you run for choices, see here I used choice, random.choice. Here I'm using random.choices on same list of elements. So what we are getting is here list of element. This is the difference between choice and choices. And if you try to run this one more time, it will give different element cat. Okay. So this is the main difference between choice and choices. So now we'll see uh, how to use random integers. Suppose I am creating one variable. I am using range function. So I want to generate numbers between 1 to 20. And those elements I'm converting to list. So now I have list of elements from 1 to 20. On top of that, I'm using random.choices function. And these numbers, that means this list of elements I am passing here. So normally, if you're using choice, then we are mentioning only numbers. Since it is choices, no? If you see choices, you have different options. Weight you can mention, k value you can mention. So in this example, uh, I'm taking only k. First we'll go with k. Suppose I given k equal to 10. So that means what it does is it will generate output as list of elements up to 10. Since we given k 10, no 10 elements it will generate. These 10 elements from where it will generate within this range 1 to 20. From 1 to 20 it will give you random numbers up to 10 elements. Suppose if I give 15 and if I try to run here, it will give you total 15 elements. See, all are between 1 to 20 only, 1 to 20. See, maximum you can see here 20 and 1, minimum is 1. Okay, so next we'll see further examples. So here I have list of example, list of elements, and first I'm trying for k2, k equal to 2, next k equal to 4, next k equal to 8. See, for first one, randomly selected animals. If k equal to 2, that means from this list of elements, total we have 4 elements. Out of 4 elements, it randomly picking 2 elements. Okay, so because we given k equal to 2. So for in the case of k equal to 4, randomly it picking 4 elements from this list. See in this, see here, it randomly picking. Similarly, if I give k equal to 8, it generating 8 elements. These 8 elements is generating randomly from these 4 elements. So in this, it may be repeated also. Okay, so this is how we can use k value. Next, how to use random.choices on string. Suppose I have string as Python. I am using random.choices on this string and I am defining k equal to 2. That means I will get output as 2 elements. That is in list. So suppose if I change this value to suppose 6, if I try to run, see here, it giving total 6 elements. Okay, so depends on your input, it will change. So next, what we'll do, we'll check for weights. So now here, I will apply both weight and k value. So we already saw k value. Now we'll see both weights and k value. So this is my list of elements. Here I'm using random.choices on this my list. And here weights I'm defining. So what is this weights? See, in this list of elements, I have total 3 elements. For each element, I am defining the weight. So my first element, apple, I am giving weight as 10. For banana, 1. For cherry, 1. And I am defining k equal to 14. So k equal to 14 means we already know it will generate total 14 elements here. And what is this meaning? 10, 1, 1 is, see, the probability of selecting each item by providing weight parameters. So we given weightage for each element. So what it does is, one thing is it will return 14 elements in the list. The list now what is as 10 times higher possibility to select apple than the other 2. So while randomly selecting these elements, since we given 14, but we have only 3 elements here. But among these 3 elements, I given maximum probability as 10 for apple. So that means among 14 maximum elements, it will select apple. If you see apple, it selected almost 10 times. Okay, you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 10 times higher than other elements. So about this, how to use weights and k value. Next, see here you can cross verify by, you can apply different weightages. Maybe this is 7, this may be, you can say some 4, or this may be 3, and you can try with it. And next thing, application of usage of random.choices. So generating random password. For generating random password, here I'm using string.ASCII letters and string.digits. So what it does is, first I'm importing string here, and my characters should be string.ASCII letters plus string.digits. So I'm doing join here, join, and I'm applying random.choices on these characters. So that means both ASCII letters and digits. And up to how many elements? 12 elements I want to generate this one. So if you see this password, it is both combination of ASCII letters and digits. So this one, for easy understanding, I'm explaining here one by one. So first I will try to explain string.ASCII letters. So what is this ASCII letters is, it is part of Python string module, and it contains all the lowercase and uppercase ASCII letters. So that means if you see first lowercase letters, so it is there from A to Z, small a to Z. And if you see uppercase letters, it is from capital A to capital Z. So these ASCII letters is combination of both small letters, that means lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Now we'll see how it works with code. So first I'm importing string module, and on top of string I'm using ASCII letters, ASCII underscore letters. If I print this one, if you see here, lowercase letters, it is from A to Z, and uppercase letters from A to Z. So that is this mentioned here. So contains all lowercase and uppercase ASCII letters. And you can say this is concatenation of ASCII lowercase and ASCII uppercase. So this is about string dot ASCII letters. This one we'll see with one more example, like I'm using random.choices. See here, we directly called all the elements. So instead of that here, so here random.choices that I'm applying on this string.ASCII letters. So we already saw what is the output for string.ASCII letters. So we'll get this one, this whole thing. And we are limiting up to 8 elements. Okay, so now what it will do, if I write random.choices, it will pick some random 8 elements. Since I mentioned k equal to 8, so it will go from here among these characters, among these whole characters, it will pick some random 8 elements. Okay, so those 8 elements is this one. So if you see here, both combination is there, uppercase and lowercase letters. And on top of that, what we are doing is we are joining this. So very first one, this one, since it is random.choices, it will give you list of elements. Okay, so now for getting password like this, I am doing join here. Okay, so without space here, dot join, I'm using join, and this one random.choices, this is same as it is, same code. On top of that, I'm using join, dot join. So what it does is it will join all these characters, and it giving result like this. Okay, so random.choices selects 8 random characters from the ASCII letters, that is this one. Next, the join method combines these characters into a single string, that is this one. Okay, so next we'll see about string.digits. In Python, string.digits contains all the digits from 0 to 9. So this can be, you can say from 0 to 9, or it will give you digits as like this, 0 to 9. So if I see code here from string module, I'm calling string dot digits. If you try to print that, you'll get 0 to 9. Now what I'm doing on top of this, I am applying random.choices to pick random elements from this and limiting up to 6 elements. So here total we have 10. Out of 10, I want to generate 6 random elements, and on top of that, since I'm using join, it will give you string. Okay, so if you run only this much, it will give you like this list of elements. Since I used to directly join, we are getting this here, this string value. Okay, so now we understood about the string dot digits and string dot ASCII letters. So see here, our characters is string dot ASCII letters. So this we discussed now, what it generates, and string dot digits we discussed. What this character generates is, it will print you all the ASCII letters, lowercase and uppercase, plus digits 0 to 9. So it will store in this character. On top of this character, since we are doing random.choices and we are limiting up to 12 elements, it will pick from all these elements like lowercase and uppercase plus digits. It will pick some 12 random elements and it will join together, that it giving result here. So that's why you will see both combination of digits from 0 to 9 and lowercase and uppercase characters. So next we'll see about assign random categories to data. So we have random categories to list of elements. So what I'm doing, so as of now, we are mentioning list of elements, only list of elements. So here I'm defining categories also. Here what I'm doing, random.choices, I'm applying on these characters, and this k value I'm defining dynamically. This length, this value should get from length of items. That means these items, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have. So length of items means it will take k value as 5. So that means by using these 3 elements, randomly it will generate 5 elements. Okay, so if you see here, first random dot categories, it generating 5 elements. Okay, A, B, C, C, 3 C's. So from these 3 elements, it randomly generating 5 elements. Next, what I'm doing zip on items. Items means this list of elements and random categories. These random categories, what we got here, these things. So these two things, this list and this list, I am doing zip. That means element to element I am combining. And later on top of that, I am using list to convert as list. So finally, what we'll have, list of elements. Elements, how it is, since we given zip, what it does is first element and here first element, item 1 comma A, next item 2 comma B, next item 3 comma C, item 4 comma C, item 5 comma C. So that's result we are getting here. This is because of using zip command. Okay, so that's how we can use this random.choices function in Python by using random module. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.